Okay, we return. Hello, everyone. We're back in Straga. The gates are shut! The city's probably under martial law, with the Zerams running amok. I was hoping we could sneak in amidst the chaos, but no dice. Excuse me, could you please open the gate? We have urgent business inside. Did somebody fill your head with cheese? The army wants us dead. Well, I'll be, if it isn't the Empire's most wanted criminals standing in the open. Do you guys want to get caught? Peridot, I thought the army had you. They did, but Pyrox got me out. Told me to find Commander Ackerman. We're actually looking for the two of them. Any idea where they are? Word is the commander turned himself in. He's probably in the church's Bastille with Pyrox and the rest of the knights. It's only a matter of time before the army starts to lop heads. What do we do? There must be some way for us to enter this city. Wait a sec, green hair. Hey, are you that Lithia chick the world's going nuts over? Why are you here? So that's why Creed wants to strangle old Emerald Locks, eh? World's about to end, and all the army cares about is killing Crystal Knights. I swear, they get dumber by the day. Look, I know you're busy, but you have to help me bust my friends out of here. Actually, that's why we're here. Oh, that's sweet! Thanks so much! I'll make it up to you, I swear. I'll do whatever you want. Careful now, Inez takes those kinds of promises very seriously. And Wanderlust is always hiring. Welcome to the family, mule. Scam her into a lifetime of slavery later, will ya? This ain't the time. How are we gonna get into the city? We snuck out through the sewers. I suppose we could sneak back in the same way. Sewer exit's been locked since then. There is another way, but we'd have to take a boat downstream from Shoalhaven. Nice thinking, Peridot. Let's get to Shoalhaven. I like how we have a party member who is perfectly okay making slaves out of people. Hey, so you guys, do the thing. Can you guys, do the thing? Well, okay. I'm guessing by your face that you can't. Not a problem. I'm a better teacher than I look. What thing are we talking about? Basically, you can press left and right on the set art screen to assign arts to your regular attack commands. But try not to forget that for everyone you assign, there's one less way. That's one less way you can perform a regular attack. Well, that's basically all there is to it. Kind of basic when you think about it. I like what I have set up now, so I'm not going to. Even though what I have set up now is very basic. Oh, are you sure it's a good idea to team up with the likes of Peridot? I know she comes off a little combative, but she's a good person at heart. A good person that took you hostage? Yeah, that Peridot. Honestly, she's the worst. Core, do you really think so? Come on, have you seen that tiny skirt she wears? When she kicks or flips or whatever? It's just lewd! So you're saying that you're peeping up her skirt basically all the time? That is what you're saying. Core, you're the worst. No, I'm not saying I looked. I'm saying it's visible, and that's bad. Wait up. How did I become the bad guy? Fucking hell. The only way we can get into Straga is by taking a boat from upriver. We better make our way to Shoalhaven. It's a final act remade out of my semen. I don't remember the basis for that quote other than it happened during Final Fantasy VI. Alright. To Shoalhaven. We've arrived. If we follow the river from Shoalhaven to Straga, it'll take us under the city. Sounds like we need a boat. Let's start asking around. Cool, is that you? Cassidy, Alexandra! I'm so glad to run you two are alright. Have you run into any Zerams? No, we're just fine, but I'm worried about the Miss Tourmaline, yes, her. Very worried about her, you know? Haven't heard much lately. You can stop with the act. We know that Miss Tourmaline is actually Empress Paraiba. Oh, well, that's good. Anyway, there are horrible rumors going on that Chalcedony tried to kill her. It's simply terrible. The commander would never do that. It's a lie from those army hyenas. Yes, we figured as much. Though we also heard Straga has been put in lockdown. That seems to have some teeth to it. That actually happened. And now we need a way into Straga so we can save Chalcedony. We've got to find a boat and sail downstream into the city. Don't suppose you can fix us up. We can certainly lend you a boat, but are you certain you want to attempt this? We don't really have a choice. And don't worry, we'll get Chalcedony and your boat back in one piece. We're also going to make the commander finally confess his love to the Emperor. What? It's a good idea. You're not half bad, Peridot. You know that? Hey, don't think you know me just because we're working together. It was supposed to be a condiment! Jeez, can't you take a condiment? Okay. Oh shit, I didn't expect him just to fling us into this. Alright. Anyone else hear that? Sounds like a waterfall. Oh, right! The giant waterfall. Yeah, it's just up ahead. I don't remember hearing anything about a giant waterfall. That's because I didn't tell you. It's not like we have an alternative, so why make a fuss? You better hope I don't live through this! Hey, we're back in the Straga sewers. Who knew the waterfall would lead here? History, were you just swimming? Get thrown to your watery doom enough times and you pick up a few things. You can thank me for the swimming lessons later. Oh, I will. We're in luck, guys. We should be near the church where the Crystal Knights are being held. This way. Oh, good. I can save here. How many damn times am I going to have to fall into a body of water on this trip? How come life's always forced us to do the things we hate most? That's true. You've almost drowned a bunch of times. I'm always in dangerously high places. Maybe if we declare that we're terrified of good food, Fate will start constantly throwing tasty meals our way. Let's do it. History, nothing scares me more than a well-prepared meal. Miso pork, miso fried rice balls, chopped sirloin with lotus root and miso sauce? Horrifying, the whole lot of them. As your brother, I guess I should be proud of your optimism? Jeremy, do you like miso that much? If I have to spend another minute in this gunky sewer... This gunky sewer is supposed to connect to the interior of the church, so stop griping and help us find a way in. Miso pork chops are fantastic. I can't say I've ever had them. I can't think I've ever had anything miso. Alright, we got a hermit crab, an acid slime, and a throttle fish. Lovely. And the acid slime. Alright. So one thing this game that has done pretty well is basic enemies throughout the whole game haven't been like super like HP spongy. There've been a couple that like take a little long. Okay, I guess we're not fighting that. Gohaku has decided we're not taking part in this fight. Anyway, one thing this game has done pretty well is it's made it so that the enemies aren't like super duper fucking tanky, which is excellent. I ended up here while I was running away from some soldiers, and all I did was raise the price of them just a teeny bit. Oh, I'll give it an extra good wheel. Alright, what do you got? What do you mean new? Fortunately, Inez is the only one that can equip any of this, and she's got better than most of it anyway. Although the Grim Serpent might not. It is better for you. Underground deals. Miso soup is a thing at most sushi. Okay, I think I've had miso soup. I think. Why did my combo just like end? Is it because the thing died? We got an orange gel. 24 hit combo. You got a choice here. You go that way or this way? Let's check this way first. Kinda looks familiar. Jeremy, do you get upset when somebody calls you a crazy horse beast? Only if it's dues. Alright, so Jeremy, I got a list of games I need you to play. Just so I can discuss them with you and your progress through them. I need you to play Dragon Quest. Preferably all of them, but at least 1 through 3. I need you to play through the Final Fantasy series. And I need you to play through the Breath of Fire series. Oh, shit. Oh. What if I look at the Breath of Fire series? Just look at it? Not play it, but just like glance at the series? Pictures of it? I suppose you could do that. Not entirely certain Google Images alone would be enough to like piece the story together from, but... So, what you need to know about the Breath of Fire series is Breath of Fire 1, 2, and 3 are all connected. Breath of Fire 4 is not connected, but still an awesome game. Mainly if you like minigames, though. If you don't like minigames, then you might hate it like I do. Well, I say hate, and that's wrong. I didn't hate it. I actually really like Breath of Fire 4 despite the minigames, but that's true of 3 as well. Although 3 doesn't go as overboard with the story or with the minigames as 4 does. Although 3 does have some pretty stupid ones. Steam has the Breath of Fire soundtracks? What? That's fine. You have a Nintendo Switch, right? You can play Breath of Fire 1 and 2 at the very least on Steam, on the Nintendo, Super Nintendo thing, or the Nintendo Online. Alternatively, you can emulate them because they're easy as shit to emulate. So, what I think you should do, and it's what I should have done when I streamed, or if I ever streamed the Game Boy Advance versions of them, you can get a patch that takes the music from the Game Boy Advance version and gives you the Super Nintendo version's music, because the Game Boy Advance did some weird shit with the music and it sounds like inferior, but there's a patch that lets you patch the SNES music into it and it sounds so much better. But the gameplay of the actual gameplay quality of the GBA version is better than the Super Nintendo version just because it's much later. That might be worth looking into if you wanted to play them. Obviously, I highly recommend them, but if you don't want to, you don't want to. Did the Pixel remasters on your Steam wish list for Final Fantasy? So for Final Fantasy, the Pixel remasters are absolutely worth it. However, I will say that they don't include any of the bonus content of the games. Having never played them, I can tell you that that shouldn't be a, well, it's up to you if that's a big deal for you. I don't know if it would be. For me, that wouldn't be a big deal, but some people it is. The best Final Fantasy 1 that I played overall, just in general, is the one for PSP. One, because it does have all the bonus stuff, and that mattered because, like, I liked Final Fantasy 1 enough. But two, graphically, it's my favorite one. I think it's a gorgeous game. The sprite work is fantastic. The backgrounds and monster designs are all really sharp and nice to look at. But the Pixel Remaster is definitely a fine version of the game, and you can't go wrong with it. As far as Dragon Quest, well, 1, 2, and 3 got remasters, and you can get them on Steam. I would recommend doing them on sale. Although, to be fair, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 is 2 games worth, and I'm really excited to see what they did with Dragon Quest 1. I like how I just walked around. Excellent. Now, Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6, I'm hoping to get a remake, because, well, Dragon Quest 4 is fantastic, Dragon Quest 5 is my favorite Dragon Quest, and 6 is 6, and if they remake it, I'm pretty sure they could make it better. They probably can't do much about the story, but the gameplay they could work with. You also have DQ 1, 2, and 3 on your wishlist? Excellent. I could also potentially just lend you Dragon Quest 3 on the PS5, but I want to stream it first, so I don't know when I would be able to do that. But that is an option down the road. Huh. I didn't want to go that way anyway. Dudes wouldn't have been replaying 4, 5, and 6. Well, maybe 4 on the NES, but 5 and 6 he doesn't have easy access to, so... And 7 he doesn't really have easy access to either. So chances are you've seen 8 a lot, because... And 8's fantastic, don't get me wrong, 8 is one of the best ones, so the fact that he is continuously replays that one isn't entirely a bad thing, because it is one of the best Dragon Quest games. But, you know, it does get a little tedious seeing the same game over and over again when he has access to so much more. Alright, we're at 5 SP. Okay, so I got 44 points to throw around. I think we're gonna do Soaring. Okay, I can do this, or... Honestly, you know what I should do for him? Sincerity, because it raises his HP, his physical attack, and his physical defense, whereas this is just HP and physical attack. So I think this is what I'm gonna go with for him. Yeah, he told me the same. I hope he sticks to it, because having the video games to play should hopefully ease some of his complaints about being bored all the time. He's the only person I know, and I know there are other people like this, but he's the only one that I personally know that has so much, like, access to so much, and then just does none of it because he's bored. And it's like, what? Man, am I glad to be out of there? Any longer and I might have turned into a sewer rat. Chalcedony Pyrex should be in the church's Bastille, the same room where they're keeping Core. Hop to it! I know you're eager to rescue your boss and all, but aren't you maybe a tad too amped up? Hey, the commander's life is on the line. Sorry if I'm acting a little humane. Oh, I totally get it now. Peridot likes Chalcedony. So that's it. But you know, it could also be Pyrox. Are you clowns done with your clowning? I don't like either of them. They just remind me of my brothers. I thought you were an orphan and stuff. I wasn't born in the Princeton orphanage. I had a family once. My parents died when I was little, and after that, it was just me and the bros. One older, one younger. My little bro wasn't as bossy as the commander, and my older one was better looking than Pyrox. Why is that? You know what? They both helped keep me in line, so yeah. My new brothers in the 13th reminded me of the ones I once had. You once had? So then your siblings? And that's why I'm not going to lose them, got it? No one's losing anyone, come on guys. The only reason he chose not to quit smoking was because he was bored. Yeah, that's a dumb reason. I was gonna say something, but I forget. Oh, right. So one complaint I have about this game, okay, is this plot line here with Chalcedony. It's a fine plot line. It makes sense for his character, but the pacing doesn't make sense. It's one of those things where it's like, oh shit, end of the world. Right, let's go do this other thing real quick. That's important, but we're on a time limit here on how long the world has left. It would have been better to stick this before Creed made his declaral that he was going to give us a fighting chance. That's just my 2 cents. It just kind of feels like the wrong point to stick this in the story. Like, have us save Chalcedony and them, and then afterwards have that be the moment that Creed announces his stuff. Pyrox, stop this at once. You'll shatter your arm long before the door. That is one shoulder compared to the... What is one shoulder compared to the life of the commander? I cannot stop now. That must be the Knights. Hold on, we'll get you out. We'll shatter these crates. Pyrox? Commander? Are you okay? Peridot? Meteor? Wait, where's Chalcedony? Some army dogs hauled him off to face the headman's axe. They're trying to lay all the blame for this current conflict at his feet. He agreed to give up his own life that ours might be spared. Wait, I know that sound. Someone fired my Soma. Do they truly plan to use my own Soma to execute him? I won't have it. There's still time. Let's hurry and save the commander. 2 steps ahead of you. On my life, I will. The rest of you can escape to the sewers. The exit's sealed, but you should be able to get through from the inside. Don't worry, we'll get your winged friends out safe and sound. Come on, Innes, let's catch up. Why does Innes look really short in these scenes? Hear me, citizens of the Maximus Empire. The army has uncovered the truth behind the sudden infestation of Zerums. The cause lies with none other than the Valentin Church, who violate the spirits of men and their cursed Soma weapons. We also have witness claiming this Creed, who threatens the world, is inexorably linked to the Church. The army can no longer tolerate this vile organization that seeks to overthrow our beloved empire. Accordingly, Chalcedony Ackerman shall be executed for his attempt on the Empress's life and the Church's Soma destroyed. That is Pyrox's Soma. Think of it as a gesture of respect. There's no more fitting end for a Crystal Knight than death by Soma. Behold, my fellow countrymen, these blighted Somas, the insignia of the crystal criminals, shall be no more. And with that, the Valentin Church falls into obscurity. Except, of course, for their last 2 remaining Somas. Yours and mine. And that number will be the moment your Soma evaporates with your corpse. Now the army reigns supreme. Have you any last words, traitor? Though I may die here, my cause does not, for there is another who will carry on my fight. This knowledge liberates me from all fear, but it should terrify you, General. Go on then. Finish it. What nonsense is this? Who is this other you speak of? He is the only man worthy of my respect, and only one fit to carry out this world's burden, and a far greater man than you. Though cursed at birth, he has overcome his star-crossed fate, and now fights to protect the world. A cursed birth, you say? That description fits you as well! And were you a different man, we might not have come to this, but alas. Farewell, Empress Paraiba. Sorry for the wait. Man, we really cut it close that time. Meteor, did you not read my letter? Why have you come? You have to ask? I don't want to become a man who would use the saving the world as an excuse to abandon his friends. You damnable brazen fool. Release me at once. Yes, Commander. Well, what is the meaning of this? Paired up, Pyrox. So it was you who goaded Meteor into this foolish gambit? What am I to do with you two? We could ask the same about you, but how can you just leave us behind and run off and die like this? I'm afraid I agree with Peridot on this one, sir. Enough talk. Free me now. Only death awaits traitors who would disturb the Empire's peace. Now be gone! Chalcedony! Why did you guys, like, leave yourself standing there with an opening where he could just fire at him again? What's wrong with you? You disgraced Pyrox of Soma with your debilitated Spiria Grossular. Yeah, get him, Pyrox. It is, as Sir Chalcedony says, in your hands that someone might as well be a slingshot. Come, soldiers, fight! Come and fight! They may be some addicts, but we have the greater numbers. Are you sure, General? More Crystal Knights? You guessed. The Crystal Knights are no match for us with their precious Somas. Someone's a note, the Crystal Knights leave no one behind. Fight on, men! These villains have committed crimes against the Empire, and they must face justice. Enough. We have no desire to spill more needless blood. Release the General and we will leave. For once, we have the same mind. Stay your Soma, Pyrox. You dare oppose my orders! You heard me! Attack! Straga needs you, Chalcedony. As I mentioned before, I have pressing business elsewhere. Defeating the ancient Creed Graphite? So be it. We shall remain in Straga and seek to forge an alliance with the army that might aid your quest. Heard up, Pyrox? Watch over him. I will stay at his side until my flame flickers and dies. Everything he just said. I'm with the commander till the end. I know the army's out of the picture, but we still probably want to use the sewers as opposed to the front gate. No more shall we skulk about in the shadows. We journey to save the very world itself. The front gate will do. Is he a smooth talker or what? Passing through the gate is a rite of passage, acknowledging the sacrifices of our brave comrades who send us off. That's more my style anyway. Let's kick the front door wide, Chal. I will thank you to address me with my proper name and title. Oh, come on, we're friends. I suppose we are comrades of a sort. Comrades. Hey, I like that. Let's get going, comrade. Ah, they're crossing swords. Your Soma has a most sonorous tone core. What? The front gate awaits. None shall deny Chalcedony Ackerman and company admission. I need to find out if Nick crosses swords with his boyfriend and then tells him that his sword has a sonorous tone. I know how good he is. I fought him, and now it's time for us to fight together. Excellent. You get more physical attack. Forbidden topics. Listen, Core, as I am the commander of the Crystal Knights, it is not appropriate of you to be walking in front of me. But Chal, you walk so slowly. To be fair, I'm sure it's because you're so short, and you can't help it. You impudent! There are some matters we do not discuss. Hey, watch out! You can cut someone if you go swinging your sword around like that. Do not worry, Core. I won't kill you. I'm just going to remedy your height problem by severing your head or feet. That should put you and I at just about the same height. Ah! That grazed me, Chal! You're seriously hitting me! And so what if I am? This will even out our height difference. Then we can become comrades in stature, too. Ah! I hope these two, I hope having these two together won't always be like this. My hair has grown out a tad. I'll have to ask Pyrox for a trim. You have Pyrox cut your hair? Yes, since I was a child. He's very nimble. He sews at nearly professional level, except for what? I do wish that he would resist the urge to embroider little illustrations on my clothes. He does that? Let me see! I want to see what he drew! You most certainly may not. But it's a rabbit under my armpit, if you must know. Show me now! I was quite clear that I will do no such thing. Now leave me be, fool! Why would you tell him what it is? It's just gonna make him want to see it more. Ah! My soul is covered in graffiti! This has to have been Peridot's doing. Commander Chalcedony, your managerial oversight is seriously lacking. I apologize. This is indeed Peridot's handwriting, though I can't imagine where she learned such filthy language. Her penmanship is exquisite. Indeed, if she could only keep her baser impulses in check, Peridot could be as elegant and cultured as any noble woman. Every bit his dutiful brother worrying about his beloved sister. Perish the thought, if she were my sister, I'd never have a moment's peace. You have a moment's peace? Because it kind of sounds like you don't. Jeremy caught a slur. Great. I hope you're well today, Lord Chow. Lord Chow, you will refrain from addressing me so. It makes me most uncomfortable. Beryl, what's going on? Did you hit your head or something? Lord Chow is engaged to the Empress, right? So he's going to become someone crazy important one day. Ah, she's right about that. I need to be working this connection. Lord Chow, my dear, I think it's high time you and I got better acquainted. My engagement to the Empress was engineered by my father as a political maneuver. But now that the church lies in ruins, I would imagine that my engagement does as well. That doesn't change anything. After all, you and the Empress are, you know. She's right. Surely you've confessed your love to her, right? You two are all lovey-dovey, right? I'm gonna go that. No, I do not know what the Empress feels for me, if she feels anything at all. Well, of course you don't know. Even as a man can't truly understand what's inside the spirit of another. What's important is how you feel about each other. You're much too young to be up in your head about this. She's right, you know. You should listen to your elders. Granted, Ines is so very much our elder that her advice may be decades out of date. Maybe I am wrong about understanding the spirits of another, but I knew Beryl's well enough to see that coming a mile away. In fact, why don't I give a physical demonstration of how completely I can see through Beryl's spheria? Ow! Stop pinching me! You're gonna stretch out my supple young skin! Why'd you have to refer to it like that? Now I understand. This must be how you became such a carefree person, Cor. It is? This gaggle of fools doesn't seem to allow anyone to take anything seriously. Alright, we gotta go on break here, but before we do, I gotta check something. Alright. Okay. Lorenzen. Ines Lorenzen. Alright. There's a lot of sexual humor in this one. Okay, believe it or not, Beryl is not 12 years old. Beryl is 18 years old. And she says that fucking Ines is their elder fucking by many magnitudes, but fucking Ines is only 24. What? Anyway. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We got more Tales of Hearts for you.